What's up guys, Johnny here. It's been about 2 weeks since I uploaded a video on the channel, and that's mainly because this bad boy just released 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. So yeah, look at that beauty, man. Wow, let's get a nice thumbnail going here. The Switch, man. The Switch released 2 weeks ago. I haven't even talked about it on the channel just because all of my time has been going directly into this game right here, Breath of the Wild. Oh my god. One of the best games of all time. If you guys have not played it yet, if you have a Wii U, pick it up on the Wii U. Or if you can find one, because I know this stocking situation, man, Nintendo with their stock situations is just getting ridiculous. You know, I still have not seen an NES Classic in real life, which is just ridiculous. So, if you can find a Switch in stores, I suggest getting it as soon as possible and getting this right here because, wow, I have not felt the way I feel about this game since probably Xenoblade on the Wii or Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, those games are on my top 10, probably top, yeah, definitely top 5 favorite games of all time. So, yes, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Wow, that game is amazing. But anyway, this is going to be kind of a chill video, just talking to you guys about my experience so far with the Switch, what I think about it, the games I've gotten for it so far, or maybe like upcoming games I'm looking forward to, things like that. So, yeah, let's get right into it. First of all, let me just say that this is the first system I've ever gotten at launch, which is just very incredibly surprising for me, just because well, the main reason, the first consoles I ever bought with my own money were the Wii U, PS4, and Xbox One in that order. And I didn't get those until like at least a year into their console life cycle, I guess, just because I wanna see what games they're getting first, if it's built up a good library of games for me to play that are interesting to me, because I don't want to just waste money on a whole console and then not play that many games for it. You know, it already happened with me once with the Xbox 360. I bought most of my games and most of my multiplats on the PS3, and the 360 was just kind of sitting there. So I didn't want that to happen again. So that's why I usually wait off on consoles. But man, the hype was too strong for the Switch. So as soon as it came out, I was playing it. Thank you, Amazon Prime Shipping, for getting it to me on March 3rd. I could have gotten Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, but I can't take it with me anywhere. You know, it's not portable like the Switch is. So I definitely had to pick up the Switch. I have gotten a couple other games for it too, digitally, so I'm going to talk about those as well. But yeah, so I had to get it immediately. I love the system so far. I'm very happy with the purchase. I haven't had too many Joy-Con connectivity issues that other people are having, so all is well there so far. I do want to get a Pro Controller, and I want to get one before the Splatoon test fire, which from the time I'm recording this video is in 4 days. So I can't find one anywhere though. I've gone to Target, Walmart, Best Buy. I should probably go to GameStop and check, but yeah, I haven't been able to find one anywhere, and I definitely want to get one because one issue I do have with it is, you know, I love how the controller is set up and everything, but the right thumbstick is too close. It's too close to where your hand is, so like your thumb ends up like cramping up a little bit after a little bit of play. And Splatoon, you know, you're always on that right thumbstick, so I'm definitely gonna have to get a Pro Controller. But yeah, I love the system itself. One thing about me, I've gotten every one of Nintendo's consoles, and that's because I'm a huge Nintendo fan. I'm a huge fan of their franchises, and I always get Nintendo consoles because I know they're gonna have, you know, a great first-party lineup, regardless of what third parties end up doing. You know, you're gonna get a solid first-party lineup on any of their systems. So, I've always loved their consoles because of the library of games, but I haven't actually loved the console itself since the SNES. The reason for that, the N64, the controller was kind of weird, so I was just like, I didn't really know how to feel about it. The GameCube was probably their most vanilla system out of all of them. It was just very plain. There was no, it wasn't doing anything like too crazy in comparison to the other systems on the market. The Wii was where they changed it up a lot, and I loved the controls for the Wii. I love the Wii remote and nunchuck, being able to play with your hands separated like that. It was still connected by, you know, the actual, you know, cable, but it felt a lot more relaxed when you were playing games. So I really love the control input, but the console itself was very heavily underpowered, so that's why I didn't love that console. The Wii U, I liked what they were trying to do because you could tell they were trying. They wanted to do this. It was like a stepping stone for this. But what ended up happening, you got this gamepad, which doesn't look that attractive now. Now that we have this sleek looking Switch, it does not look attractive at all. It always looked kind of like a kid's toy, how it's like shaped and modeled and everything. But yeah, that second screen on there wasn't much. It wasn't like very. I don't know. It was okay for maps and stuff in games, but it didn't. It wasn't anything that needed to be there. And I felt like it caused a lot of problems because you couldn't buy it separately. You couldn't buy it at a store if for some reason this one stopped working. So if one stopped working, you were pretty much fucked. You know, because you would have to pay Nintendo to get it fixed, and it was just like a huge ordeal. So that's why I've never been a big fan of the Wii U as a console. But you know, it had great games. So I'm very happy with the Switch so far. I really love the console, the versatility of it. How you can dock it, play it on the TV. You can take the controllers apart and play with it like Wii style, where you have two controllers separated, or you can put it in the grip, play it like a normal controller. You have the Pro controller as well, which I'm still trying to find. But you have so many options. Oh, and the Joy-Cons that you can play with each one separated, which I tried with Snipper Clips because I do have that game. And you know, it's just so many control options. I really like that about the system. But yeah, let's just get into the games that I've gotten so far. Um, Obviously, you saw already Zelda Breath of the Wild. Been pretty much all this, like the entire time. It's been all Breath of the Wild. But let me show you what I've downloaded. So at launch, I got. I don't know if you can see that very well. Shit, you can't. Fuck. Hold on. Let me try to get it a little. I don't know if you can see that, but you have Fast RMX right there. Great racer. It's pretty much like having F-Zero at launch, which was fantastic. I do. It's not, it's not F-Zero, but it's the next best thing, pretty much. If you know me, I'm a huge fan of F-Zero. It's one of my favorite Nintendo franchises, but since Nintendo pretty much let it die, hasn't acknowledged it for like 15 years, I've kind of lost hope. So I'm really glad that Shinnen stepped up and released this amazing game. It's quality through and through. It's more, if you try to compare it to something, it's more like F-Zero than something like Wipeout, where Wipeout is a little slower and revolves around those like weapon systems and stuff, whereas here it's pretty much just straight up racing, kind of like F-Zero, and it is really fucking fast. And I've been only playing like the first cup, like, is that what it's called? I don't know, but the novice league pretty much. So I'm guessing it gets a lot faster in the higher cups. But yeah, really had a lot of fun with Fast RMX so far. I also got, I don't know if you can see it, but Snipper Clips right here. I got that to play with my little sister. That game, you know how Nintendo released those like commercials for the game where there was like a bunch of people just playing, with their tiny little Joy-Cons. They were all laughing and having a great time. It's like, you guys aren't having that great of a time, all right? Calm down. But no, it's actually like that. We were laughing the entire time, whether it be from the characters' facial expressions to like almost solving a puzzle and then fucking it up right at the last moment. This entire game is designed to pretty much get everybody to laugh together and have a great time. So I've been having a lot of fun with Snipper Clips as well. I do recommend it if you have another person to play with. I haven't tried it on single player, but I don't think it's going to be as fun as having someone else play it with. And then the one that it shows that I'm playing right now is actually World of Goo. Highly recommended. World of Goo was my first ever indie game that I downloaded, and that was back on the Wii. And it was one of my favorite games on the Wii. It's still probably my favorite indie game ever. It's that good. I just love everything about it. The art style, the music is amazing. The gameplay on the Switch, it's great. That's why you can probably, I don't know if you can tell, you can probably see like a bunch of fingerprints on the actual Switch itself. That's because if you play it portably, you can use the touchscreen. If you play it on the TV, you actually get pointer controls, even though there's no IR sensor on the controllers themselves. It just uses all motion controls, which I still prefer the IR sensor a little bit, but it's really surprising how they got the controls to be to work so well with just motion to get that pointer working on the screen. So you have two ways to play. You have co-op as well, which is great. So World of Goo, definitely recommend it. Even if you don't have a Switch, it's on a lot of different platforms. I think it's even on mobile, so I definitely recommend to give it a try. You'll definitely enjoy it. It's a great game. And now the most recent game that I've gotten is The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. There's the obviously the retail version. There is one on. I was gonna get it digitally actually, but it turns out that the retail version, the first print run, comes with a manual. So I haven't actually opened it yet, but I can tell there is a manual in there, which I'm excited to see, because you don't get manuals anymore with games usually. So I'm very excited about that. But I haven't played the game on any system before because it's been out for a while. I haven't played it, but I've heard great things about it, so I can't wait to actually jump into it. But I want to make sure I finish Zelda before starting any other game because I have a bad habit of leaving games unfinished and jumping into a new one, and then I never go back to the old game, even if it's something as amazing as Zelda. Like something that's like Resident Evil 7, for example. I played like an hour of it, and I loved it, and I still haven't gotten back to it. So it's just one of those things, man. I want to finish a game before starting a new one. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to go back to it. So yeah, that's why it's still sealed. But yeah, Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth Plus. So those are my two physical. Geez, can you see that? There we go. My two physical like retail Switch games so far. So yeah, that's my current Switch collection. I keep on wanting to say Wii U. I'm so used to it, but that's my current Switch collection at the moment. What else can we talk about? Man, I fucking love the system. I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the purchase, guys. Let me know if you guys have a Switch. If you guys have already gotten a Switch, let me know what you guys are playing. If you're liking the system so far. I do want to get other Joy-Cons as well. I want to see if they release any more colors aside from the actual, the blue and red. Yeah, blue and red. Although the two blue Joy-Cons look pretty good actually. But yeah, I kind of wanted the neon one, but it was sold out, so that's why I got the gray one. But anyway, yeah, I really love the system. Some games I'm looking forward to right now. If you guys haven't seen my top 10 anticipated, most anticipated Switch games, I'll probably link to it in the description so you guys can take a look at it. But right now, let's see, there are some indie games I'm looking forward to. There's for this month, Snake Pass. It looks really good, but I don't know. It seems like kind of a slow game for me. But I really like the art style behind it. I do like the concept behind it. So I'm gonna see like what the reviews say about the game before actually downloading it. But that's one that's on my radar. Pocket Rumble, that looks fucking sick. It's like a very old school style fighting game, which I think was inspired from Neo Geo Fighters, which is looking pretty good. I definitely want to get that. For the other indie games, there's like Shakedown Hawaii. That one looks fucking sick. I definitely recommend you guys check that one out. Like the trailer, it looks really good. Man, there's a bunch that are probably slipping my mind right now. Yooka-Laylee looks fantastic, but I don't know when the Switch version is going to release, but I definitely want to get it on the Switch. And then, like I mentioned, Splatoon 2. Come on, if I can find a fucking Pro Controller, I would be so happy. So hopefully I can find one in the next 4 days, or hopefully next 3 days, so I can just have one ready to go for when that Splatoon test fire happens. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't know if I'm going to get Lego City Undercover, because I had it on the Wii U, but those load times were they fucking killed me. I cannot finish the game just because of those load times. But they said that they did take care of it for this new version of the game. So if that's true, if the reviews say, yeah, they fixed the load times, then I'll probably jump into it, because it was a very fun game. There was something else I was looking forward to. What was that? Fuck. When you have everything, like, what you're going to talk about when you're going to make a video, and then you actually make the video and you forget everything you're going to say? Fuck, that's what's happening right now. But anyway, I think that's enough. I mean, I've been rambling on for like 20 minutes. I'm probably going to edit this down a lot. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Switch. If you guys have gotten it yet, what games you're playing, all that cool stuff. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, hopefully I can make a video, make more videos more consistently now. But I don't know, man. That Zelda's taking away all my time. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time.